Good evening and welcome to the first ever Entertainment Report podcast. Tonight we are doing a special crossover with Colored and Polished. With me tonight is Mrs. Amanda Reilly.
Hello.
She will be talking with us tonight about Colored and Polished, how she came up with the idea, her app idea that is being published by AT&T, and plugging her frozen yogurt party later on in the month. Am I right?
You are?
Alright, first things first, let's discuss Colored and Polished. Where did the idea come from?
I like nail polish.
More elaborate, the idea, the actual mission plan of Colored and Polished.
The mission for Puzzle and Polish is to raise funds for our son's Autism Speaks team by making jewelry and other items with nail polish. I have a ton of nail polish and made it a hobby, and I can only give my friends so many different things before they sick of it. So I thought it'd be cool to sell it to the public because it's something that I don't really see very often.
Alright, and you're working with Autism Speaks, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We are raising money for Autism Speaks through Walk Now for Autism Speaks, which is on April 6th at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, which is where you can see the Bucks and Cardinals play.
Never get used to the BMO.
BMO?
BMO.
You can't even get used to saying it.
I'm not. It's still the BC to me. It probably always will be. Alright. I know you had your first craft fair this past weekend. Want to tell us how that went?
It was at the Oak Community Center, and we raised $80. It wasn't a heavily trafficked craft fair, so for that to be our first one and take more money than some vendors who have been there for a while, it was pretty cool. We got the name out there, met a lot of different contacts, people were talking about it, the buzz seemed really great, and I'm excited to do the next one on April 27th, and that is the Garden District Craft Fair. Myself and my wonderful partner in crime, my mom, will be there, and it is at the Villa St. Francis.
Alright. Alright, tell us about the app. I know you're sick of talking about it, and you'll be talking about it tomorrow night if you're local in Milwaukee on Wisconsin tonight on TMJ4, 6:30 tomorrow night. But for our audience, tell us where the idea of the app came from and explain your idea.
Okay, so I'm a member on CrowdTap, and one of the little things that they gave me to do points was to think of an app for autism that would benefit the community in some way. So I thought to myself, what could CJ use? Threw together an idea, and it's become this, which is absolutely insane. The idea was to help children who are in the middle of a meltdown find a way to calm themselves and to distract themselves from the meltdown. Not sure how much of your audience is familiar with this, but an autistic child in the middle of a
meltdown? Breakdown? Sensory overload.
Sensory overload, thank you. Sensory overload meltdown.
You would think I would know this.
Exactly. They can become violent, they can become overwhelmed very easily and can lash out on themselves, on others, and it's very hard for the parent, not only emotionally but also physically, because they get most of the brunt. the idea is to help calm them down and to help them focus on something else that they're really interested in. Um, the idea that I had for Christian especially is for him to have a picture of his bed and he can put his favorite stuffed animals and his favorite blankets and make his bed, and it's something for him to get distracted by, to be comforted by. I know other kids, what works for them is an aquarium. Other kids, starry sky. I think the options are endless, and I think it's a good app for autistic children, obviously, but I think it's also good for other children, for adults. I just think the options are endless. It seems like a very simplistic idea, but sometimes simple is the best way to go.
Sometimes simple isn't done yet. So why not try something, even if it's simple, something different?
Sure, and I'd also like to thank any of your readers who happened to vote for the idea to bring it to fruition. Definitely means a lot for us to not only have won the tablet, but for the idea to be brought to the AT&T Hackathon on April 12th and 13th. It would be really cool to see it come to fruition and be available on everyone's phones, tablets, and computers.
That would be actually really cool, especially with your name attached to it. I know you did a photo review for the Journal Sentinel the other day.
Yes, you did.
How did that interview go? When did they get the article that came with it?
I think that the phone interview went really well, except at the end where I kind of felt that my other advocacy efforts were really being ignored and that the real focus of this was the technology and the application. I was also unaware that the article would be mentioning someone else and that that person would be brought to it. I also don't think AT&T realized that when they thought the Journal Sentinel for the article. I tried to plug the Autism Speaks blog and Autism Speaks in general, as well as Puzzle and Polished. I really wanted to use this as an avenue to promote all of these different wonderful things that are going on in our society. I understand that the reason why this opportunity has come to me was because of AT&T, but I think that this could be an avenue to really get the word out. And I felt that the journal really missed out on an opportunity for that.
The other person mentioned in the article.
Honestly, I can't even tell you her name. It was someone from Marquette University who had also brought an autism app into and what kind of bothered me is the Autism Society of Southeastern Wisconsin congratulated her on her article.
But Autism Speaks, haven't got time to do yet?
No, but they should recognize my name because I'm a member of the Autism Society of Southeastern Wisconsin. And yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
But in all honesty, Autism Speaks has been wonderful, and I am actually, and this is news to my husband too, so I am working on writing a little piece for the most recent newsletter that goes out for all of the members for Autism Speaks. So, surprise honey and surprise entertainment report, that's an exclusive that he hasn't even gotten yet.
Oh, yeah. When is this going to be coming out?
I'm not sure, check your email.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Alright. So, tomorrow you're going to be on TMJ4. Any clue how this is going to go tomorrow?
I let Rachel, the person from WTMJ4, know that I would like to talk about Autism Speaks, and I would like to talk about Puzzle and Polished, that I'm not a quote-unquote one-trick pony, and that I know absolutely nothing about technology or the app. I have no idea what's going to happen after this. I just know what my ideas were. And I've been on WTMJ4 before, and I know that they're really open. They like to talk. So I'm hoping that this is a good opportunity to get the word out, especially about the walk for Autism Speaks. And what's really nice is I have Autism Speaks lessons, and they love the promotion.
Oh, I don't blame them.
Which is very unlike the Autism Society of Southeastern Wisconsin. Hate to keep bashing them.
Hey, go ahead.
But when I offered free publicity for Dylan's run, I was poo-pooed. So I'm all for giving all the publicity that I can to Autism Speaks, because I think they're a great organization that is really doing a lot of great things in the community, not only ours, but communities everywhere. So if you do not live in Milwaukee, I highly suggest looking at walknowforautismspeaks.org to see if there's a walk near you. And if there isn't, or if you're busy, then there's always a monetary contribution that can be made to Christian's Cruisers, or you can always check out Puzzle and Polished on Facebook. And guys, what's the saying? The girls like jewelry. Mother's Day's coming up. Hook him up. I would tell him to hook me up, except I hook myself up, so.
That would be kind of sad on my part.
You don't want to buy me any of my jewelry?
From you? my jewelry from you for you.
There's a couple of my pieces I like.
So why would you just take them for yourself and I could buy something else for you?
That's our plan, guys. Keep them to that.
Okay. Speaking of the Welcome Now Christian team, what is your goal for money raised that you're looking for? Hopefully.
Our goal, fingers crossed, is $711.11, which I know sounds like a completely random number, but it is not. Pop quiz. Do you know the significance of that number? Christian's father.
Is that the date he was diagnosed?
Christian was diagnosed with EDD-NOS, which is a high-functioning form of autism.
Very high functioning.
Too high-functioning sometimes. On July 11th, 2011. Most people see a diagnosis date as something that needs to be mourned or looked upon sadly. We see it as the day that our little guy was given a gift and gave us a gift, and I am using that to give back. When we did Christian's Cruisers for Dylan's run, we raised a little over $400, so this is almost doubling that goal, and we are currently at $215 raised, but with Puzzle and Polished and an outside polish sale that I did, we can probably add about another $200 to that. So we are in about need of $300.
Not too bad. About a month, is it?
No, it's not too bad. And in all honesty, I think that any money raised is good. If we don't make our goal, it's not the end of the world. And I think that the more awareness that we can get out for the cause is even better. Even at the craft fair, when we told people that we were raising money for Autism Speaks, and we told them why, because not only Christian has autism, but my younger brother does as well. So it's a cause that's very near and dear to both my mother and I. It's very amazing to see how many people feel bad. So,
I understand that.
If we can get more people to see this as something not to be sad about, I think that's the true win, and that's even better than being raised. Because quite honestly, I will be doing a 5K in the summer, and we're trying to raise some money for that too. So there may be some splitting of funds between the walk and the run, just because the run has a definite goal that it needs to make, otherwise it comes out of our checking account.
Oh, okay.
And the walk is just
The walk.
The walk, and it's an idea that you can have. So, all money will be going to Autism Speaks. It's just a matter
in one way or another.
Yeah, in one way or another. That's not the issue. Just whether or not it's going to be via Christian's Cruisers for the Walk Now or for Team Up.
Team Up. I didn't know the name of the team.
It's called Team Up for Autism Speaks. It's not a team because it's each individual working together. And I just actually paired up with the Rock and Soul Summerfest 5K half marathon.
When is that, Rock again?
June 15th, I want to believe.
June 15th?
Yeah. And I got word that I can run walk it, so I won't die. Dying bad.
Okay. Well, we have 2 promotions coming up, I believe. One of them is the ice cream, the frozen yogurt. I keep saying ice cream. It's frozen yogurt. Want to talk about that?
Yes, I actually met a contact through my blogging days on walkingmoms.com who, with her husband, has opened up a red mango frozen yogurt store at West Point. And they have graciously offered to donate to Christian's Cruisers 20% of all sales that come in on Saturday, March 22nd.
The social?
It's the 23rd.
The 23rd. It's a Saturday.
Yeah, it's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So if you're eating a late lunch and want some dessert, you can come in. Or if you're eating an early dinner and want some dessert, you can come in. Or if you just want frozen yogurt for dinner, that's cool too.
All ages welcome?
All ages welcome. All families welcomed. Red Mango is a great place. They have vegan, dairy-free, nut-free. If you like nuts, that's cool too. Candy. They have chocolate. They have sorbets. Obviously frozen yogurt. Any flavor you can think of. Any topping you can think of. So, you're getting a great treat out of it, and you're giving back at the same time.
Have we ever done this?
No, we haven't, but we've been to several places like it.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
The frozen yogurt place in Las Vegas, and we were at a different one in the area. Essentially what it is, you serve yourself frozen yogurt or sorbet, and then you put whatever topping you want on it. And they weigh your frozen yogurt.
I remember that now from Vegas.
And 20% of that will be from the Christian's Cruisers. So we would like to thank Red Mango for all of their support for making a kick-ass flyer. And we hope that this is very successful for not us, but for them as well. So come down, and if you can't come down, please forward the flyer to anyone who may be interested.
Yeah, the flyer is up on all of our Facebook pages and on the Twitter account at Public College. And finally, you have something on with Yankee Candle?
Yankee Candle, we are working on doing a fundraiser that will be nationwide. So all of our listeners in other states will be able to take part. It was supposed to be around now, but we are thinking about making this more in the fall for Christmas presents. So you could buy me some Yankee Candles for Christmas and support Christian's Cruisers at the same time, honey. Again, guys, hold it to you.
Well, that's not a bad idea. I do like the candle around. So, I believe, is there anything else you'd like to say to wrap us up tonight?
Puzzles and polish. We make custom pieces, any color, any finish that you would like. We make earrings, rings, necklaces, ornaments. I'm forgetting anything that I make. Rings, earrings, pendants, pins.
You're very popular.
Oh, hairpins. Hairpins are super popular right now. All items are $4 each. 4 being representative of April, which is Autism Awareness Month, or they're 3 for $10 to save you a little bit of money. Shipping is very low. It's at cost. We are not making a profit off of this. I have to keep repeating that. So the only money that we're keeping is the money that it costs to ship out. Materials are being donated by our checking account.
Yeah.
The nail polish is coming directly from my collection. my very extensive collection.
And actually, a bunch of people have donated polishes.
Yes.
This is very nice people.
Yes, and I would like to thank them all so very much. The support from my friends in the nail polish community and even friends that I had no idea like nail polish has been really, really great, including some bloggers who've done some reviews. And if there's anybody out there who would like to do a review to help get the word out, please email us at puzzledandpolished@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to get a piece together, send it out to you so that you can help us out. We will also return by plugging you via Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We will retweet you. We will share your posts. I don't know why I'm saying we. I don't do any of that. That's this guy here. So.
Oh, it's under your name.
Like I said, this is truly our labor of love. We're doing it because we want to give back to everyone who's given so much to our son and to show the world that he is a gift and children with autism should not be feared. They should not be thought of as lesser, but with a little bit of support and a little bit of love.
Well put. Well put. And she's not making me say this, but I have seen her work really, really hard on these pieces, just about every night, to the point where sometimes the nail polish actually gets to her head. But she worked really hard. Christian has actually worked on some of these pieces as well. We have picture proof.
Every piece is handmade with love. There is absolutely no duplicative ones, unless you like something and want to of it. Then I'll just
yeah. Well, I believe that is all we got for tonight. So, thank you for listening. If the sound quality is a little off on this is our first show. And hopefully I have this figured out the next time I want to do a show.
And I'd also like to let everyone know that I totally talk about other things besides nail polish and autism. I can give it to the rock pretty hardcore. Just saying. So.
I do plan on doing future shows. It is WrestleMania season, as you can see in the vlog, and there's a lot going on. The future dates we will be back on.
By the way, I'm the voice behind Ring Around the Polish.
Yes, she is, and she took the week off mainly because we've been busy with the app and doing other things, and it was just a rough week.
Yes, people stealing onto your checking account sucks.
Yes. I think that'll be a rant for another day.
Yeah, pretty much.
So don't be surprised if we come back and rant about stuff like that.
So here's hoping that good karma comes our way, because we could definitely use it.
Yes. Alright. Well, thank you for listening. Please spread the word on the report. As always, spread the word about Puzzled and Polished. And have a good